Hey guys, Elite Legionarii here, and today I'll be bringing you a 4-player free-for-all for Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion, this time on the Pontic Peaks map. As you can see, we all deploy very closely at the top of the hill here, all four of us, so I was a little worried about getting bashed on by two players here. But fortunately, everyone's sort of in the same predicament, although DC here, who is the Lombardi, he's easily got the strongest position because he hasn't got a hill to climb. There's Monlith here, who's the Sarmations, and there is Hehahi, so same as the last Barbarian Invasion game, same guys, he's the Goths again, and I'm of course the Romano British, which I love. So I see that DC decides he's going after the Goths, so it's me and Monlith this time. So I was semi-disorganised, but I had forces ready to intercept if I necessarily had to. So I see some horse archers out over here, so I want to try and catch them, but I see him coming down with Sarmation noble cavalry, which are a very powerful cavalry unit. So I will not hang around in this fight. So I'm going to pull out because he's going to do better, but he's going to charge and catch this unit. It'll take a few casualties, but I'm pulling out of that. Don't want to do it, not at all. So I'm going to reform. I brought my Grail Knights in to see if I can make any dents in there, but I'm not going to. So my army consists of 4 units of gold British Legionnaires, 3 units of gold tap Roman Archers, 4 units of gold Sarmation Auxilia, and 2 units of gold Grail Knights. So look at this, it's almost like a 2 vs 2, even though we're all enemies with one another, it's almost like we're 2 vs 2ing again, but because we've parked ourselves right next to each other. So he lost a few horse archers in that little tussle, and this is where I see my opportunity to kill Monlith's Cav. He's got 4 units of the Sarmation noble cavalry, but normally his Sarmation noble cavalry would be better, but because he's charging downhill and I get a full charge bonus and catch him in the side, I'm going to get a really good bonus here. Plus I got 2 extra cavalry on my Grail Knights, which I'm going to send around the flank. So ordinarily he would do a lot better, but because I caught him off guard, I'm going to win this. I got the downhill charge and his men were caught in the side, and I'm going to outflank him here, so that's going to destroy his cavalry force, which is going to ensure that I beat him.
And now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
So my guys are actually losing to a steep horde chosen warriors. He's got 6 gold of them. I've only got 4 infantry, but my men are probably slightly better and will hold. This Virgin horse archer is about flanking me here though, but I am getting flank shots on them. And now my cavalry come in, so I'm going to finish that off and rout Monlith's main infantry line. I'm bringing in the rest of my cavalry. I'm going to pull out and just do cycle charges, and as you can see, it just clocks up the flank of these of Monlith's infantry, and I come up on top of this fight. That leaves the what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to ignore the battle for a little bit and let Hehahi and DC Ray fight one another. I'll try and catch a few kills if possible. But some of Monlith's cavalry does regroup, but not until it's taken enormous casualties. There'll be a nuisance later on though. He does make himself a nuisance for me. But as you can see, the fight goes very much my way. My Legionnaires held. They're decent, they're pretty good, they're at least equal with Cometa Tenses, but I think they look cooler because they've got their nice cape. And that's cool. The Romano British are one of my most favourite barbarians. They're in my top 5. Probably about number 3. The Eastern Roman Empire being first, Western being second, Romano British being 3rd. Then probably the Huns or Goths equal for 4th, and probably the Franks in 5th. There's some awesome factions on this game, I really like it. So DC's going to get a downhill charge here, and he's going to snag up these horde chosen warriors on his spearmen, which is not going to hold. I'm surprised he didn't counter with an immediate charge by his axemen. That would have been devastating.
The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom approaches! I'm
going to let them fight one another because it's just fair that way. Once I see that one opponent's certainly going to win a fight, I'll come in with my own and try and finish her off. But I'm going to move myself up, but both their generals die.
And now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack!
Yeah, Monlith's going to be a nuisance to me though. He's going to be like niggling in the back of my forces and stuff when I can't really do much about it. But as you can see, it's generally going the way of DC Ray. He seems to be using a lot of berserkers in his fights online, and that's really annoying, to be honest. Nothing against it. Berserkers are just so strong and frustrating to fight. You can feel pretty cheated when you fight them, in all honesty. Well, I do. And as you can see, DC wins this fight pretty well, really. But I'm going to try and catch him off guard while he's
them and drive them from the battlefield.
While he's disorganised, so it's why I come in with my Grail Knights. That doesn't actually work this well as I'd hoped it would anyway. That's the problem with Grail Knights. They're really powerful, but because they're only a half strength unit, they're not that great on their own, at least. So here I charge downhill. I don't know why. I believe I was trying to go round. I'm not sure why they went through, but that's cost me a cavalry unit. But down here I'm going to go and knock out his cavalry. But it's these bloody berserkers that do so much damage to me. You're going to see these berserkers just munch through this unit here. And there's, yeah, so I'm going to lose my infantry pretty badly. So here I'm going to charge into these swordsmen, but I realise that's not going to be a good idea, so I pull away from that. So here, the berserkers will munch up my Grail Knights, will do quite a lot of damage nonetheless. I'll lose my archers because now here comes Monlith picking up me for some reason. He must be in a vengeful mood. Over here, my British Legionnaires are holding, but this is the thing I hate about the factions Lombardy, Burgundy and Alemanni. Their troops are so powerful with armor-piercing traits that it makes them really annoying. And I know DC's got an obsession with them because every time he plays, he always plays these factions, usually. These berserkers are real pain, doing a lot of damage. But I'm going to come in for a charge here. And it does start causing mass rout, which ensures I was going to win, but it was very close between me and DC. As you can see, he did a lot of damage to me. But now I'm going to be able to turn and face his cavalry. And that's basically it, pretty much over. There's a couple little bits here that are a nuisance. Monolith's not yet out of the game. Still got some of his virgin foot archers. He had about 4 of those. And now I'm just mopping up. It is scored res. All my FFAs are scored res, unless they sometimes forget, which I usually don't. But as you can see, all that Lombard infantry did a lot of damage. It's berserk. A combination of berserkers and chosen axemen so deadly it can just cause a mass rout almost straight away. But he also uses these Horde chosen swordsmen quite a bit. But most of the time DC plays he uses these factions. I prefer the Romans, the Sassanids, kind of Goths, and you know, that sort of thing. So here I'm going to get charged, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to win this or not. They will, because I bring in cavalry, and that's going to finish off Monlith's cavalry at last. Finally. But these Sarmation Ox are just awesome. I love them. They look so awesome. And I'm sure there's one more unit that proves a nuisance to me. Here it is. This unit of Barbarian Noble Cavalry. They're very powerful. And I shouldn't have let my Legionnaires go all on their own against them. I thought they could handle it, but they couldn't. Because I'm busy off mopping up kills. So they're going to get charged by these dudes in a minute. And I thought my Legionnaires probably could handle it, but I was wrong. And I will send my cavalry to assist now, but they're going to be a wee bit behind. So it's my general unit as well. And they rout.
This is no way for a Roman to behave. shame will be his forever. Your general runs away.
But my cavalry's going to be here in time to, just in time to kill it before it can get away. Oh, and that pretty much ensures my victory.
Them and drive them from the battlefield.
So I'm just going to triple speed it, guys. Oh, wait a minute, sorry, I'm going to slow it down again. Here is the Virgin Archers of Monlith. I do hate to kill ladies, but it has to be done. And they just rout when my troops get close, so I'm just going to run them down as well. And that'll ensure that I get plenty of kills. So I'll triple speed because running down is boring. Basically that's it. It was a pretty chaotic fight, and it was kind of quite funny almost there a minute, because we're like parked up next to each other like allies, but we're not allies at all. It's actually quite interesting. This map's kind of chaotic, especially for certain positions. The person who starts where DC started has the advantage because he doesn't really start on a hill. He still starts on a flat, whereas all the other three players have to climb up this hill a bit. But I was worried about getting smashed from both sides, but fortunately the Goth was up there. If the Goth hadn't been up there, I probably would have been hit from both sides, in all honesty. So anyway, that's a victory. I had 841 men, I got 1,499 kills, and I only had 193 men left. DC Ray had 1,143 men, got 873 kills, he had 109 men left. Hehahi had 943 men, 520 kills, 361 left, and Monlith had 1,050 men, 444 kills, and 59 left. So my Legionnaires, they only evened out. They got just sort of about even. Well, they didn't. Some of them didn't do quite as good as what they died for, but nonetheless they did okay, only okay. But my Sarmation Auxiliary again got a lot of the kills. This one got nearly 400, and this one got 390, 307. Those ones only got 40 and 50. The Grail Knights, one of them got 107, that was good. The other one only got 35. They're better in a support role because there's just not big enough in the units. And the Archers 114, 91, 78, so they did good. So Sarmation Auxiliary are awesome though. So that was I went with a Cav heavy army, and it paid off quite nicely. Good game to DC. You were particularly challenging in this fight. Hehahi and Monlith, thanks for playing, guys, and thanks for watching, viewers. Please leave comments if you want to. I always like reading comments. Leave your thoughts and criticisms on whatever it is, just as long as you're not like swearing at me or something. Just good constructive criticism is always appreciated. For all of us playing, it'll be good. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.